Hello students, good morning. Welcome in today's session. As you can see here, we are working on decimals. Decimals and especially fractions I am written here. Actually, it is decimals. Why I written here fractions? Because we are using fractions here also. So we will discuss today. We are already discussing that how we can divide that fractions or as well as decimals. Since we know that fractions we can easily convert in decimals. So, and any of the decimal numbers we can also convert in fractions. So these are almost same things. So today we will discuss some word problems. I have collected some word problems for you related with fractions and with division, and we will use here in this question so many other concepts also. So the question is, I have already written here, the question is a building is 9.84 meter tall, right? A tree is next to it and it is one whole 7 by 8 meter taller than the building. Now, how tall is the tree in meters? This is your question. First, you read question carefully. Then we will discuss how we can solve it, how we can find the solution. So here, one building I have drawn. My drawing is not so good. I drawn here for you. That's why you can easily understand this is a building. You can imagine it is your school building and it is 9.84 meter high. It means height of this building is from here to here, it is 9.84 meter, and just next to this building one tree is there. Tree you can consider from here only. The baseline will be same. So here a tree, and it is given there this tree is one whole 7 by 8 meter taller than this building. It means from this point to the top of the tree, that is this point, the distance it is more, it is one whole 7 by 8 meters. Now the question is, find the height of the tree. It means how much tree is taller, you need to find the height of the tree. So how we can find? It is given there. Now I am solving this question. That height of tree is given. It is 9.84 meter, right? And the tree is taller than building. How much? It is one whole 7 by 8 meter. First thing that you should do, we can change, we can write this fraction or mixed fraction into decimals. Since decimal is given there, you need to convert this one into decimal. So how we can convert it? So first we need to write this mixed into improper. 8 1 ja 8, we know that, and 8 plus 7, 15 upon 8 we can write it. Now after dividing, here I am dividing 15 by 8, what we have? Then we can put point here, then here also, then 0, as we discussed earlier also. 8 times, then after subtraction we have 6 here, we can put more 0 here. Now 7 times, 4 will come here, then we can put one more 0 here, and 5 times here. So what we have here, we can write it 1.875 meter. So after this all calculation, converting this mixed fraction into decimals, we have 1.875. It means this tree is 1.875 meter taller than this building. Now the question is, find the height of tree. So how can we find height of tree? This length is already given. This length is already you know. So you need to find this much distance first. How we can find this much? If we subtract, okay, this distance is already given here. This is 9.84 meter. So if we add both the distances, that is the height of the building and plus the distance in meters, that much the tree is taller than the building. So if you add both the things, both the heights, so we can easily find the height of this tree. So height of tree will be the height of building, that is 9.84, then plus this one, that is 1.875. So in this way you can find the height of tree. So here we can add for better understanding, 9.84 is the height of building and we have to add 1.875 in that. So what is the rule of addition in decimals? We need to first write all the decimal numbers in what? Like decimals. It means after decimal point all should have same places. So we can put 0 here. Now we can add 5, we can have 11, 1 carries 1, 8, 8, 16 and 1, 17. Carry is 1, 9 and 1, 10 and 1, 11. So 11.715 meter. Don't forget to write meter. So this is the height of tree. After adding the height of building and the height that tree is taller than that building. So after adding both the numbers, we can easily find the height of tree. Hope you understand, guys. So this question I picked for you. Why? Because two concepts we learned from this question. The concept first was the mixed fraction we have here. Decimals we also have here. So what to do? Either we can convert this decimal into the fraction or we can convert this mixed fraction into decimals. Two ways you can find the solution. So what I did here, I convert this 1 whole 7 by 8 first in fraction. After that I convert that fraction in decimals. You can see here. And division we required here to convert in decimal. So we learned decimal concept also, and after that we need to find the tree, height of tree. So how we can find it? This much distance of building is given, that height of building is given, and this distance was also given. So we need to add them, and we also learn here how we can add in decimals. Although we have already discussed it in my previous videos, but here just for recalling also. So two concepts we understand here, right? Now next question I am taking. A pile of books is 54.4 centimeter high, right? If each book is 3.2 centimeter thick, how many books are there in the pile? This is your question. Now the question is, one pile of books is there, so many books are there, and height of that pile is 54.4 centimeters, right? And each book, similar type of books are there which have equal thickness. So thickness of each book is 3.2 centimeters. So question is, how many books are accommodated there, or how many books are there? So you just imagine it. In your almirah also you can keep books one above the other. So piles is there, and the height of that pile is 54.4 centimeter, and equal thickness, same type of books you are keeping there. So height of each, sorry, thickness or height we can also say is 3.2 centimeter for each book. So how many books kept there, you need to find this one. So height of what given is height of pile of books. It is given 54.4 centimeter, right? Height of each book, it is also given, it is 3.2 centimeter. Height and thickness have same meaning here, right? So height of each book is 3.2. Height of pile, that piles is there, so many books we kept there together, it is 54.4. So how we can find how many books are there? So number of books in pile. How we can find it? If we divide, suppose you can just think the height of your pile is 10 centimeter and thickness of each book is 2 centimeter. So how many books are there? So if we divide 10 by 2, we can say 5 books we can keep there, right? So in similar way, we need to divide the height of pile by the height of each book. So what, now you can see what concept we are using here. Now we are dividing decimal number by decimal number, and in my previous video we also discussed that we already know that we can only divide the decimal number by the number which not have decimal point. Since 3.2 is a divisor, 54.5 is a dividend. So divisor should not have decimal point. This is very important thing. So what to do now? First thing is you need to remove this decimal point. How we can remove this decimal point? We can shift, we can multiply opposite side by 1 followed by the digits which we have after decimal point. So here after decimal point we have only one digit. It means we can multiply opposite side, that is in the numerator, by 10. Now what to do? What we have now? 54.4 into 10 we have, and downside we have 32 after removing the decimal point. Now what to do now? What will come when we multiply by 10 or by the powers of 10? So we need to, if we are multiplying by 10, we need to shift decimal point one place to right side. It depends on the number of 0 after 1. So after 1, we can see here only one 0 is there. It means we need to shift only one place to right side. So after shifting it, what we have? We have here 544 upon 32. Point will go here, so we can write here 544.0. But we know that if after decimal point zeros are there, so it have same meaning, it doesn't affect the meaning. So we can write it 544 by 32. Now we can divide it. So how we can divide now? You all know this is the division of fraction. Rule says that we can divide in one digit in one time. So here 5 is there, 32 is the divisor, and this is the dividend. First we can take only one digit, that is 5. So we know that 5 is just very less than 32. So we can put 0 here, but no need to put 0 here, or we can ignore it. We know that before 0, before any digit is 0 we are writing, it has no meaning. So just avoid it. We can take two digits together. Now it becomes now 54. So one time 32 ones are, we can know that 32. Now we can subtract this. 4 minus 2, 2 we have, and 5 minus 3, again we have 2. Now what is next digit? It is 4. We need to shift next digit also. Now how many times it will go? So I think 7 times. You can check here. 32, if we multiply by 7, what we have? 7 to the 14, carry is 1. 7 3 are 21 and 2 22. So 7 times it will completely divisible. It is completely divisible because we need to find number of books, and books can't be in decimals. It should be in integers only, in counting numbers only. So after revision, what we have? We have here 17. So it means we can cut there 17 books, each of thickness or height 3.2 centimeters. So if a pile is there of 17 books, each book in that is of 3.2 centimeter, then the height of the piles will be 54.4 centimeter. Right? So in this question, what we learn? We learn that how we can divide decimal numbers, and even how we can multiply decimal number. Two concepts we learn together here. And after division, after solving this one, we have 17 books. Now you can check here also your answer. If you multiply this 17 by 3.2, you'll get 54.4. You can check here also. If you multiply 17 by 3.2, what we have? Same thing. If you are getting this 54.4 centimeter height, then it means your answer is absolutely correct. So let's check it. 2 7 are 14, carries 1, 2 1 are 2, and 1 3. Here we can cross. 3 7 21, 2 is there, 3 1 are 3, and 2 5 we can write. So 4 4 5. And you know that what to do now? It's a multiplication of decimal, so we need to count decimal places. So here after decimal only one place is there. So what to do now? We can put decimal in between here. So you can check here. Same answer is coming, same values is coming, values are coming. So it means we can say that 17 books we can accommodate, or we can cut there to make the height of pile, that is 54.4 centimeter. Now I remember one thing guys here. Before few days ago, I explained that we can easily multiply two digits or three digit number also. So let's recall that trick also. Suppose we want to multiply 17 with 3.2. So in a single line you can find answer. So how? See, one formula is there. You need to use this formula. This one is, you can write the numbers like, you can write it like this. This is 17, this is 3.2. We need to multiply it. We know that this is the traditional method. You all know how we can multiply, but this is the Vedic mathematics, Vedic multiplication. By using this method, you can easily, within seconds, you can find multiplication without applying much more effort. So what to do? This is the formula first. You need to understand this formula. This one stand for, we will multiply this digit by this digit. In a digit that in a row. In this cross means we can multiply digits in cross and we can add them. And this one indicates that we will multiply this first digit. So we'll start from right side always for multiplying. So first for this we will calculate. So what to do now? We can multiply 7 with 2, 14. Carries 1 we can write here. Now in cross, 7 3 are 21. Just remember that number, 21. And 2 1 are 2. 21 plus 2, 23. And 1 carries there, 24. So 20 from 24 we can write 4 here, 2 is carry, we can write here. Now 3 1 is 3, 3 and 2, 5. And since we know that after decimal point, one place is there, so you can find, you can see the difference. Within seconds or even verbally also we can multiply by using this trick. But if you are unable to understand this trick, please don't be panic, no need to worry. You know this method also, you can apply this method, right? Now one more question I am taking. From your book, one more question I am taking here. This is also word problem type question. The question is, a dress requires a dress requires 2.9 meter of cloth. Right? How many such dresses can be made from a piece of cloth measuring 98.6 meter? This is very interesting question. Question is, a dress requires 2.9 meter of cloth. In boarding school also, the old student, they know very well. Tailor is coming for the measurement of your dress. Suppose your dress requires 2.9 meter of cloth, right? And the tailor, he have 98.6 meter of cloth in a roll. He have a complete roll. The height of that length of that roll is 98.6 meter. And suppose there are the student of same height and they all require 2.9 meter of cloth for his dress. So the question is, how many dresses can that tailor will stitch from the total length of 98.6 meter of cloth? Hope you understand the question, right? One dress requires this much of cloth, and total that cloth that tailor have, it is 98.6 meter. So how many dresses he will prepare from that cloth, right? What to do now? Just think about it. I am solving here, and if you think it, then it will be better. So if we divide 98.6 by 2.9, that is that requirement for one cloth. So you can easily find the number of dresses that tailor will stitch from this cloth. So length of cloth, it is given that it is 98.6 meter. So each dress requires 2.9 meters. So therefore, number of dresses how many dresses you can make. So what to do? We can divide it. Now we learn one more concept here. See, what is rule of division of the decimals? We need to remove decimal point from divisor. This 2.9 is divisor here. Now you can see here, in divisor after decimal point only one place is there, and in dividend, that is 98.6 also. After decimal point, only one place is there. So what to do if same number of places are there after decimal point? So we can remove without multiplying or without dividing. We can easily remove both the decimals. Now, after removing decimals, we can write it without decimal. That is 986 we can write here, and 29 we can write here. But this we can do if number of places are same in divisor or and in dividend, then only. If here two places are there, then we can't do. If here two places are there, then also we can't do. Here both the places in the both place number of places are same, so we can remove their decimal point, right? So what we have after removing, we have here 986 by 29, so we can easily here divide. So let's start dividing now. Right? So here is 29. Rule says that only in one digit we can divide in one time. So here 9 is there. We know that 9 is just very less than 29. So we can take two digits together in starting. So 98 is here and here 29 is here. So 3 times it will go. You can check it here by multiplying 29 with 3 if you don't know how. 9 3 ja 27, 2 is carry, 9 2 ja 8, 6 2 ja, sorry 3 2 ja 6 and 2 8. So 87 will come here. And we know that 87 is just near to 98. That's why 3 times we can divide it. So after division, what we have here? 1 we have here. Here also we have 1. 11. Now rule says that we need to shift next digit. Now we'll check it for 4 times. 4 times it is completely divisible, as you can see here. So 4. So after dividing, what we have? 34. It means the tailor will stitch 34 dresses from the total cloth that he have 98.6 meter. If each dress requires 2.9 meter of cloth. So 34 students or boys will get their dresses from this much of clothes. Right? Hope you understand this question. So what we learn here from this question, if after decimal point same places are there, so we can remove their decimal point without multiplication like this. But very important thing is, after decimal point same places should be there. This is very important. Now one more question I am taking here. One more word problem. Question is, how many pieces of rope each 1.2 meter long can be cut from, this is cut, a rope which is 45.6 meter. The question is, how many pieces of rope, each of 1.2 meter, we can cut from a rope which is in 45.6 meter in length. a rope I have, suppose the length of that rope is 45.6 meter, and I need to cut pieces from that rope, and the height or the length, you can say, of each rope is 1.2. So how many pieces you can, this is same question as previous we discussed. So if you divide 45.6 by 1.2, suppose this is a rope is there, right? Length of this rope is 45.6 meter. This is the total length, and we need to cut pieces like this, and the length of each piece is 1.2 meter. All is of 1.2 meter. So how many pieces we can cut? So length of rope, it is given 45.6 meter. So length of rope which to be cut, it is 1.2 meter. So what we have to find? Number of pieces. What to do? We can divide it. Same concept we'll use here. Rule is we should remove decimal point from the divisor. So we know that divisor and dividend both have same number of places after decimal point. So we can directly remove it. So 456 by 12 we can write it. Now we can divide it. So let's start dividing. 3 times we can divide it. After subtraction 9 we have, and what to do now? 6. We can shift next digit. Now how many times? 8 times. 9 12 8 are 96. So 38 pieces. It means we can cut 38 pieces from that rope, each of length 1.2 meter. Hope you understand, guys. That's all from today's class. Hope you understand the concept that I taught today, right? And I recommend you, please keep practicing. Take questions from your book also. So many questions you can find in your book also. That's math magic, right? And try to solve these questions. If any problem, queries is there, you please don't forget to write me in comment section. In next video, I will resolve all your problems, all your queries, your doubts. Thank you so much.